receiving this grant that enables us to spread awareness about domestic violence at UMBC and the harsh and troubling realities members of our community are faced with each day who are involved in unhealthy relationships. It was not too long ago that I was made aware of the prevalence of relationship violence in college, hearing stories about it, but never truly being affected myself. Yet, right before finals last spring, I received a text while sitting at Starbucks and studying from a close friend. All it read, "Do you know Yardley Love?" And with great excitement, I replied, "Yes, of course. What wonderful thing has she done now?" The next message to come changed my life so dramatically when it read, "She was killed." A million thoughts came to my mind, and so with all the strength I had left in me, I began to look for a computer so I could find out what had happened. With my best friend by my side, we looked at the Baltimore Sun to see that allegedly her ex-boyfriend had killed her. Our first reaction was not devastation or confusion, but absolute denial. The police must have made a mistake. George would not do this. Yardley would not stand for this. We sincerely believe that this could not happen to our beautiful and bright sister. Graduating from a class of 130 girls, we never thought one of us would be in this situation. We thought we were invincible and too smart and too educated. We did not fit the stigma associated with victims of domestic violence. Yet the reality is domestic violence does not discriminate. It does happen, and Yardley was killed because of relationship violence. University of Virginia was and still is deeply affected, and all of us that know Yards still think about her when we first wake up in the morning, and she is the last thought before we close our eyes. I hope each day that no one has to feel the pain that many of us have, but hoping is not enough. It is up to us to get the word out about the signs of relationship violence, and that is exactly what this grant and the Red Flag campaign will allow us to do. Just as I could no longer deny that Yardley was killed because of domestic violence, we can no longer keep quiet about this very serious issue. We must say something when we see a friend in need. All over campus, if you have not seen already, there are posters and information that will help you see what are some signs of dangerous relationships.
You know, what I'm encouraged by is that I see both men and women here today. Can you hear me? I said, what encourages me is that we see both men and women here today. Sometimes when people suggest domestic violence, red flag campaign, people think women, yes, but as Nancy said, you can't just stereotype. There are all types of relationships where there can be this kind of violence. I've had a number of years of experience.
Hi, I'm here with Yasmin, president of the Student Government Association at UMBC. Hey Yasmin, what you said today was just so touching. So you grew up with Yardley Love?
I went to high school with her, and everybody knew Yards.
And what was your reaction when you saw those headlines or heard those news or started getting those texts this spring?
I mean, I think we were all completely shocked and missing her and very devastated by it. But she was a beautiful person, and I think she's lived on in all of us, and the foundation that her family has created for her, the One Love Foundation, I think will continue to have her spirit live on.
And it's so great to have you here today speaking and supporting the launch of the Red Flag campaign. Tell me what you think this campaign will mean to students and what initial student reaction has been.
I think people are finally excited to have something that they can speak out on and something encouraging them to speak. I think because for a long time people have wanted to say something, but seeing a culture change that says it's good to say something and we want you to say something is really going to make an impact on our campus.